A lot of people are gonna, when you first get to boot camp, I remember when I first rolled up on the bus, when I first saw those doors that you walk through at boot camp, I thought, dude, what am I getting myself into, JT? What am I getting myself into? How am I gonna get through 2 months of this? What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new. I'm outside. I'm in the wilderness. I'm at university. Thought, I gotta grind. We gotta keep pushing out content. We got a brand new video. How to get separated from Navy boot camp. There's many ways that I've seen. So I wrote down a bunch of things that I saw and that I've heard personally. You know, at this point now on my channel, I've probably talked to hundreds and hundreds of you guys that have gotten through boot camp or that are going to boot camp. And I've heard all the stories. And so I'm gonna talk about stuff that I've heard, stuff that I've seen myself. How do you get separated? How do you get ASMO'd? How do you get set back? What to avoid, what not to do. What to do if you can't hang. So let's get into it. All right, so the first thing I have, and probably one of the most obvious, is the moment of truth. Now, I can tell you from personal experience, the moment of truth when the people stood up, when we were getting yelled at, you know, that first day of boot camp, you're gonna have all the chiefs, some officers come in, they're gonna tell you to put your heads down, and they're gonna say, all right, people that have lied, people that have something that they haven't told the recruiter that they wanna get out, now's your time, now's the last time. And I can guarantee you all those people that stood up or raised their hands, I never saw them again. Moment of truth, do not tell them anything. Do not tell MEPs, do not tell, you know, boot camp people anything that you haven't already told them, anything that you haven't talked about with your recruiter. Just don't. I know you're probably gonna feel guilty, you're gonna feel nervous, a lot of pressure. Don't. You will never be seen again. The next way to get separated from Navy boot camp, sleepwalking. Sleepwalking. Now there was many people that, there wasn't many, there was a couple people that sleptwalk in my division. Now I'm pretty sure some of them were faking. Some of these people were faking because they knew if you sleptwalk, you get separated. You can't have people be sleepwalking on a Navy ship. Because you start sleepwalking, you walk right off the ship, you go overboard, you're done. Now, I just want to talk about real quick before we get deeper into this video, a lot of boot camp difficulty will depend on your RDCs. It's going to depend on your recruit division commanders. Like we just talked about, I've talked to many of you guys, and what I've come to understand is that your boot camp experience is going to be dependent on your RDCs. Mine, for example, were very strict, they were very tough. They made boot camp. It wasn't some freaking daycare. You know, it was hard. We got beat almost every day. When I say beat, we were worked out, intensive training almost every day. They were yelling at us, cursing at us constantly up until the 7th, 8th week. Now, some people that go through boot camp, they say their RDCs were really chill. They hardly got yelled at. They hardly had to do IT. I keep hearing all these different stories. It's dependent on your RDC. All right, this third thing that I saw in my division, how this kid got separated, got kicked out. He couldn't hang, he couldn't adjust. So instead of just, you know, going to medical saying he couldn't adjust to military life, I believe that's a thing. You can go to medical and you can say, you know, I'm not adjusting, I can't take it. You know, mentally you're breaking down, and they will separate you. But this dude decided to cut his wrists with his keys. You guys will have keys that you have hung around. You have your, you know, your valuable sock for a while, and then you have keys that you get into your locker. And he decided to try to cut his wrists with his freaking key. Got separated, obviously. The next thing, very common as well, both of these involve your feet and your ankles, shin splints. Some people will get very bad shin splints. Now, I don't know if it's because of the boots. I think part of it is because you're gonna be on your feet for a long time. You're gonna be standing up on your feet for a very long time. So you're gonna be standing for an hour straight, many times a day. Just standing there at attention, especially during inspections. You're gonna be doing a lot of running. If you're not used to running, a lot of people get shin splints. And a lot of people push through it. You know, people messaged me saying, you know, I had bad shin splints, but I pushed through it. I didn't go to medical, I graduated. Those things like that, you gotta push through. And now if it's debilitating, or you can't even run, then you're not gonna be able to pass your test. We're gonna talk about that later, but shin splints is a thing, and also the other thing is severe blisters. A friend that I had, he got separated. He couldn't make it all the way through boot camp because these very severe blisters he had on the bottom all around his feet. You will get blisters hopefully you will adjust to the blisters and you will toughen your feet up. Myself, I got blisters. I was never used to wearing boots, and my feet got used to it. They got calloused, and it was all good after the first week or two. This guy, he didn't get better. His blisters kept getting worse and worse and worse. He got separated. All right, this next thing, this guy that got set back or asthmode, now you're gonna hear that asthmode. What asthmode means, or getting set back, is you're not sticking with your division. You're getting set back into a division that is like 2 weeks behind you. So say you're in the 6th week of boot camp, you got 2 more to go. For whatever reason you get asthmode, you're getting set back to a division that is a week or 2 behind you. So you gotta do everything all over again. There's different reasons why you can get asthmode. Some of them we just talked about. But this guy that got asthmode was my friend. He went to the same recruiting station as me. We went through the same recruiting station, got shipped out to boot camp together. And he got asthmode for saying the N-word, for using racist remarks. He got heard calling people the N-word by our RDCs. And like I said, our chief was not messing around. Our chief was a crazy ninja. He walked around with a freaking cane, doing all these crazy ninja maneuvers. He was a little guy, but he was the scariest freaking chief I've ever seen. And he didn't stand for anything. He was trying to kick people out left and right, trying to set people back left and right that couldn't hang. So my friend got asthmode for racist remarks, saying the N-word. Along with that, another reason why people got asthmode or set back and or kicked out was from fighting. Fighting, do not fight other people. You're gonna be in close quarters. You're not gonna like some people that you're around. I guarantee you there's gonna be people you don't like. Don't fight them. Do not get in a fight, because you will get, if not asthmode, you'll get kicked out. This next thing we touched on, failure to adapt, having a mental breakdown. Now don't resort to fake sleepwalking, cutting your wrist with your keys. If you really can't adapt, failure to adapt, and are having mental breakdowns in boot camp, you hear myself, a lot of people are gonna, when you first get to boot camp, I remember when I first rolled up on the bus, when I first saw those doors that you walk through at boot camp, I thought, dude, what am I getting myself into, JT? What am I getting myself into? How am I gonna get through 2 months of this? After those first couple hours, I was thinking, how am I gonna get through 8 weeks of this stuff? What did I do? But you can get through it. Hundreds, thousands and thousands, thousands of people have gone through it before you. Why not you? Thousands of people have done it easily. You're no different. You can get through this stuff. So if you can't though, failure to adapt, mental breakdown, don't resort to drastic measures, go to medical. You'll get processed out, you'll get adcept, you'll get put on hold. The quickest way to get out of boot camp is to graduate. The quickest way to get out of there, remember that, is to graduate. If you decide that you can't hang and you want out of boot camp, you're gonna be there longer than people. People are gonna be graduating and gone, and you're still gonna be there on hold. For hours, you're gonna be just sitting, cleaning. For hours and hours, you're gonna be stuck in this building, picking up trash, cleaning, doing nothing. So, graduate, get through it. This last thing, failure to pass the swim and or the physical test. By the end of boot camp, they should get you there. If you can't swim, you're gonna be forced to wake up in the morning and at night, and you're gonna go to mandatory swim classes. They're gonna do their best at boot camp. They don't wanna kick people out. They want you to graduate. They're gonna do your best to make sure you pass your PT test, to make sure you pass your swim test. You're gonna have multiple chances. And if you fail, they'll set you back. You'll get asthmode and you have more chances. So it shouldn't get to a point where you're gonna fail your PT test or your swim test. So they're gonna give you many opportunities to succeed. But yeah guys, this is gonna be wrapping up the video. I hope you enjoyed. That's freaking windy. I hope the wind wasn't too bad. I'm out here just in like some random courtyard at my university. School's almost over. I have my finals tomorrow. My finals are tomorrow, and then I don't start school again until the end of August. So I'll have a nice break. I'll be able to focus more on YouTube. And I'm just excited for the poppies. Try not to be too loud. There's like people. There's people around me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Brand new videos every day. Thank you so much for all the support. About to hit 50,000 subscribers. It's nuts. You guys are crazy. Alright, good boy. My man. How's my boy? With an awfully good plan. Papa, come here. My boy, Papa. My boy. Oh my god, I'm choking on pretzels. My boy. Papa.
Look, you ain't in New Orleans no more. You're in the United States Navy. We don't have any badasses here. Alright? Ain't nobody trying to get over you. Ain't nobody trying to hurt you. We are here trying to help you. Once you understand that, it's going to be an easy day. You understand?
Yes, Chief.
What you did back home, what you did, I don't care. I don't care what you had to do, who you had to hang with, that's what you had to do. Here in the Navy, you're going to be part of a team.